Greetings, welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. I am Jake. So I wanted to begin this episode with talking a little bit about Sion, because I haven't really talked about this, and to be fair, I haven't really looked into this, but Sion is kind of he's a very interesting character, and I don't fully understand his motivations, or his methods, because if you remember, he was on the Harbinger. He was not only was he on the Harbinger, he was on the bridge of the Harbinger. And then he disappeared and sent his Sith assassins after us. And then he confronted us after waves of his assassins attacked us. And now he's doing a similar thing, because he was meditating in this open room up here. But now he's disappeared again, and he's sending his assassins after us. And I was thinking about this. Sion is not a character whose motivations I've looked into deeply, as I've said. And there's a couple things, a couple of reasons I can think for this being the case. Assuming, of course, it's not just a gameplay thing, and it's just, there needs to be combat here, so that's how it works, which I generally try not to assume is the case with Knights of the Old Republic 2. So I think what Sion does is he sends the assassins not to defeat us. He doesn't, clearly he wouldn't do the same tactic twice. There's something else going on here. It's to torment and to harass and to wear us down, so that when he does appear, we're beleaguered, fatigued, just worn down. Sion very much embodies the sadism of the Sith. As was described on the Harbinger, it seems like every bone in his body has been broken hundreds of times, and he holds himself together using the Force, which is an absurd amount of pain to inflict on oneself. And we know he did, we don't know for certain, but I suppose we do. We know he did this deliberately to get Krea's teaching out of his skulls. So he really delights in causing harm and pain and suffering to prolong someone's death. And he also had, as a former, if I could speak, pupil of Krea, he's trying to attack me and to hurt me. Not only, I don't think he has any reason to suspect that there's a force bond between us, but just to inflict pain on me, to provoke suffering in her. So I wanted to talk about that, because it's just a really interesting part of his character. So where have we been and where haven't we been? Because we're still trapped in here. We need to go to we passed the first test, which opened up the library, which I think is this one. Is this a library? No, I've been here. Where the hell's the library? That's the library, and then that's the training room. Excellent. Okay. All right. Now, the library is here to give you all the answers to the first level quiz, which I already passed because I've played the first game, and if you've played the first game, or this game, great, then you pretty much should know enough to pass through that, and that's what happened to me. But there might be some stuff of interest here. Yeah, here we are. Thorium charges for that sealed door. Let's see. Use the thorium charges in this locker as a last resort to the blocked door. The structure is very old and unstable, and a cave-ins could damage or destroy the artifacts we were sent here to collect. Okay. I don't remember if there is an alternate solution. I think there is, but I don't remember what it is. And let's see, this computer panel. Okay. Okay, no history of the Sith. The Academy contains a large collection of Sith holocrons, basic holocron, Korean fire, no flora and fauna. This is code. Peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Yep, same thing from that. So that should give you enough to pass the first exam. So now we have to go down this way? No, it's this way. No, go around the thing. Go. Oh. Ah, fun. Yes. So this is the level 2 area. And there's a bunch of Takata in here. Let's see here. Access system commands. System commands to table from the terminal. Theodore, can you do that? This may just be... Yeah, okay. Can't do the system commands. Alright, that's fine. So... The training sequence. It's corrupted. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I remembered there was something like this. So, the level 2 one is corrupted, so it jumps ahead to level 16. Which is, 5 Takata. How are we ever going to beat... Oh, there's starving ones. Interesting. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Oh no, 5 Takata. That's so difficult. So that's level 16, by the way. So that means that there's 15 levels beneath that. Well, 14. And I suppose all of them wouldn't be training. They're just... Or, combat training. Anyway. Training complete. Processing results. Training failed. Reason, time elapsed. So I guess it is more difficult than we imagined. Infraction, unacceptable performance for a level 16 student. Report to dissension room for disciplinary action. I don't think I want to go there yet. I think I want to do the sealed door first. Because now we have the thorium charges. This is not where that is. It's this way. Oh, apparently Beodare got captured, or got caught in the, thing.
Someone did quite a job on this door. Reinforced and welded shut. We're not getting through, that's for sure.
Alright, I'm gonna drop down a save, because I don't remember if there is any negative consequences to this. I vaguely remember there being some way to get around this, but I don't remember what it is. So yeah, let's use the thorium charges. It might just spawn some Takata that we have to deal with, but they're not anything to worry about. So that blasts open the door. There's a Sith holocron here. Just generic stuff. Force focusing visor. Ooh. What does that do? Ooh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to give that to Visas once I have the chance. So, Sith Holocron is undamaged. And this is very interesting. I'll let it speak for itself. Oh. Okay. So the Sith Holocron is damaged. Okay. That's why we drop down the save. Okay, so there is another way around that. I just don't remember what it is. That's unfortunate, because I may have already used the key item to get around it. Well, there are caves to explore. There might be something in the caves that will let us bypass the door. I feel this is the wrong way. I feel like that's the way we get there. Okay, all right. Leave that be for now. We can come back later. Okay. And now...
Feels like poison.
Yeah, guys. Just this way a little bit. A little bit. There we go. So now, last room in the Sith Academy, and we still haven't found Vash. And as you might be able to see, there's a bit of red on the floor there. So, things did not turn out great for Vash.
Another great Jedi lost.
I don't know why we're specifying, but Vash she was a member of the Jedi Council. We know, that's why we came here. Not always the brightest. And there's a data pad on her. I found the Sith that I came to Korriban looking for. I am no fool, but I nearly fell into their trap. Their leader, Darth Sion, is a perversion of the dark side such that I have not seen before. Though he was cunning enough to capture me, he seems otherwise to be a volatile brute, and therefore I should be easily coerced. What? Though he was cunning enough to capture me, he seems otherwise a volatile brute, and therefore... Oh, and therefore should be easily coerced. If I keep my wits about me, I have no doubt I will escape the situation. Before I was captured, I managed to create a system account under my name on the console in the room here that will allow me to escape and open the door back to the valley. And get a double-bladed lightsaber out of that. So definitely going to check that out when we have a chance. Is there anything else in the room? So this is the way you have to get out of here. So go into this control, into this, access the system commands, enter Lana Vash, open the front door. But schedule disciplinary action. Target for disciplinary action. Self. Detention center staff will execute disciplinary action. I don't remember what, if anything, that does, but it would be in this area, right? Report to detention room for disciplinary action. Okay, I'm guessing that doesn't do anything then. Alright. So, we've done everything we can here. And this poison has the worst cinematic timing. Or dramatic timing, I guess I should say. And would you believe there's someone there waiting for us? So... This poison is annoying.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. It is fitting you came here. I have studied you and found nothing but weakness. Yet still she clutches at you, as if you are all that gives her life.
So, for the first time in the game, Sion talks with us, not at us. So, obviously she is Kreia. Yeah, how do you know Kreia?
I know her as an apprentice knows their master, and as a master knows an apprentice.
What do you want with her?
I want her to die, and see all that she has built cast down, all that she holds dear in shards at her feet.
Yeah, so going back to what I said at the beginning of this episode, Sion is the epitome of a dark side sadist. It's not even pleasure. It's or delight. It's a need. It's a need to cause suffering and death. Yeah, light side option. I will not let you harm her.
But you do not know her as I do. You have not survived her teachings as I have, and you have not bested her in battle as I have. You are nothing. Yet still she walks with you, is willing to sacrifice herself for you. I have studied you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Duxan Moon while the Republic died around you. You know war. You know battle. And I know of Malachor. You saw the heart of war, what Malachor wrought, yet you turned away from it. You are a wretched thing, a thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master. And that is why you will die.
Okay. So Sion loathes the exile not only because they are precious to Kreia, but because the exile turned away from war. We saw the epitome of the all that the Malachor Wars had to offer, and we turned away from it, and that is inconceivable. And well, it's not inconceivable, but it's a sign of complete weakness to Sion. But anyway, he's fighting us, so let's buff it with everything we got and then smash him to bits. And he can heal himself. Marvelous.
Sion. He cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Now you tell me, anything else you want to share? No. We're gonna imagine that this is a thing of the moment, so we'll say thanks for the information.
There will be another time, but it is not now. Not here, while Korriban runs through him.
Alright. So we're gonna run away from
She
Sion.
protects him, shields him. Find him, hunt him wherever he travels. He will not escape me again. I will bring his corpse to her, cast it at her feet. it will be as if killing her children. I will kill all she protects, all she shields, until her hands are drenched in blood.
I think Korra showing up there physically was a restored content bomb thing. I don't think that happens in the original. So yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense for her to be there since she's still on the ship. But you know, small details. Yeah. So that's Sion, a being of pure pain and sadism, holding himself together through the Force, who can regenerate from any wound, which makes sense considering he's broken all of his bones hundreds of times. But that's not everything to do on Korriban. And you can, incidentally, I believe you can go back in. I don't think there's anything stopping you going back, and I don't think he shows up again. Which would make sense, because you need to get through that. Oh. I thought... Hold on one sec, because that Sith holocron is really important, and I don't want that to be lost. So I'm going to check something very quick here. Okay, I'm back. So I did a little investigating, a little trial and error, a little digging, and I found that the holocron is always destroyed if you decided, like I did, to make Revan go down the light side, but it does exist, it does remain if you made Revan be the dark side. So nothing to gain from that, but you can't. I was partially correct in that you can use the thorium charges for something else. There is a tomb on Duxon, a cache on Duxon that you can blow up with thorium charges. That's what I was misremembering. But anyway, and we're going to do that instead, because you'll get more loot out of that than you will with that one room there. But that is not all that there is to do on Korriban. As I mentioned before, there's a cave here, and well, let's just actually. Do I want to do? Yeah, this is fine. Let's explore the cave, because we fought a bunch of Takata, and now let's fight a bunch of Shiraks. Half-eaten corpse here. I have released several of my best trained Takata into the caves to finally eradicate the Shirak infestation. So far so good. My only concern is the eagerness the beasts have for the hunt. I must apply extra punishment to the Takata that ignore their masters before they revert back to their predatory nature. Yeah, that went very well on all counts, so... Oh my god, so many Shirak. Oh, and there's some Takata fighting each other.
This will teach you.
Great. Corpse here. And a jar with some grenades in it. Interesting. So, there's not initially very much of interest in here.
This will teach you.
Just some Takata, some... Wait. Sharp remains? Oh. That Takata had money on him. Interesting.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. Using that ripple. Yeah. This is interesting. I guess only the Takata in the cave drop remains, because there were none in the academy or on the surface that had any. Okay, bunch of stuff over here.
Take him down. Let me have it.
Oh no, the force wave is glitching out. Okay, it's fixed itself. Be careful. Let's go. All right. Another corpse here. Computer spike. Interesting. Put a jar. Yeah. Another jar here. Okay. I'm getting stuck on some rubble. No, attack it! Jesus Christ. This is fun. Whole bunch of Chirac. And Takata. Oh, Beodur leveled up. Why did only Beodur level up? That's interesting. Okay. What force? We were giving him Destroy Droid. That's good. Okay. From what we just did. What the fuck's going on over there? That is a very... Oh, I know what that is. Yeah. So there, eventually you reach this chasm and this bridge. We're not gonna focus on this just yet. We're gonna clear out the caves first, just for the loot there. Or rather, you know what I mean. Okay. And some more shields. Just generic stuff. And I think I missed some stuff over here. Yep. I got another one of Jolie's robes. So now I have 3 of Jolie Bindo's robes. Did I miss something? Oh, some remains. Interesting. 41 credits. Now we're cooking with gas. Oop. I think there's 3 or 4 paths in here. And it's... Now Handmaiden levels up. There's a stack of electric blaster. Another Sith core.
Yes?
What feats were we giving to you? Master Jedi Defense? We've already maxed out Dual Strike. Alright, Jedi Defense. Powers... We don't have anything. We gotta choose things that are not restricted by armor. I don't want to give her any offensive powers because her wisdom and charisma are both really low. So... Force body is not going to work. She doesn't need force deflection. I guess throw a lightsaber. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so this connects up back with the beginning. So I think there's one more way to go. this visual effect is not kind to these low-res brownish textures. They really, oh my god, get stuck on stuff. They really blend together. So that's everything in the forward caves, but there's a very auspicious crevice that we have here. Shaoxi meditation clubs. Those are, yeah, those are the better ones. So that's nice. And Sith assassins. I knew there was something interesting about this bridge. So, unlike everything else we seen in the cave, now some of Sion's goons are here. Which is very interesting. And there's actually a whole bunch of them. That was more than you normally see. That was, I think, 6. And they almost always spawn in groups of 2 to 4. So there's something that Sion doesn't want us to find back here, I think. And it's not the cryoban grenade. So you see that distortion off in the distance? Yeah. Don't remember exactly what that is, but it's something. Fawn's robe. Fawn's robe? Fawn's robe. Oh, that gives you force jump. That's pretty neat. Felinar armor. Oh yeah, we saw that before. It has the... Yes! It's a Sissus. Sissus? Sissus? Hissus. Sis. It's one of them. 2 of them, actually, I think. So... more dangerous than what you've been facing, but not anything too desperate. And they seem to be blocking off this. And what's that here? It's a structure in the cave system behind all the Chirac, those Sith assassins, and 2 So, let's take a look at this.
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead. I believe you are strong enough to explore the tomb ahead. This tomb has not been plundered. Its mysteries may still be intact, but so might its traps. Take great caution.
I just can't move forward. Can you do this without me?
This is a barrier of the dark side. I cannot pass.
You will have to face the challenges of this tomb alone. Are you ready?
So, this is a tomb that has not been plundered, and no one else can join me. But because we came to this last, yeah, this is something we can do, and it's very interesting. And I will go on alone.
Do not heed the words of the Jedi Council. The Republic will fall if we do not act now. Already the Mandalorians have taken 3 systems along the Rim. They will only grow more powerful with time. Come stand with me. We will use our might to help the Republic in its time of need. Join Revan and I. Together we will battle this menace.
So, blast from the past here. This is the moment when Malik and many other Jedi chose to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. Yeah, this is when you recruited me for the Mandalorian War. This is a test. This is all a test. Enough games, draw your lightsaber. Yeah, we'll just roleplay as an exile thinking aloud. I've been here. This is when you recruited me for the Mandalorian Wars. Should be wars. Not sure why it's war.
The Jedi Council is wise, but will take too long to deal with this threat. We must act now to stop the Mandalorians. I have heard of you. Your masters speak well of you, of your skills in battle. Join us.
So, also, this is Malik with his jaw still, because he doesn't have that in the first game. I forgot how pompous was before he tasted real power. Do you know you're just a vision? You should have listened to the Jedi Council. No, let's just be matter of fact. I joined without hesitation against the wishes of the Council.
The Jedi Council is wise, but can make mistakes. History has proven this time and time again. The Council seems content to watch, to debate, while entire systems fall to the Mandalorians. If we don't act now, there may be no Republic army to assist in the future. I sense you will join us. What are your reasons?
So, another one of those moments where you get to pass judgment on your character, or allow your character to pass judgment on themselves. I couldn't sit by. I roleplay my character as someone who regrets the wars. So I'm gonna say joining you was a mistake, a terrible mistake that haunts me to this day.
Who we truly are is defined by our actions. To deny your actions is to deny yourself, your nature. You show weakness with your words. It was within our power to end the war, and the Council chose to debate behind closed doors while planets burned.
Yeah, we never gave them a chance to reveal their plans.
Their vaunted wisdom bred only in action, and that would have led to destruction greater than anything born of the dark side. So, if you could do it all again, the real question is, would you? The Mandalorians await on the edge of space, eager to crush the Republic. You know how this turns out. Would you do it any different, knowing what it costs you? Knowing what it costs the rest?
Yeah, I already told you it was a mistake.
So do you see so far that you know that it would be for the best? Such arrogance.
And Bastila joins.
And now you are all alone. Would you join me now? You didn't follow Revan and I down our path. Join us. Your journey hasn't ended yet.
And you get to remark on that. Wait, Bastila didn't join you. She warned us all to obey the Council.
She didn't join us that day. But in time, she came to our way of thinking. And even before then, she wavered and wondered what would have happened. It is a familiar path. There were those who wished to follow you to war, yet remain behind. They came to hate you for the choices they wished to make.
So, this is a twist. This is no longer about joining the Mandalorian. This is about following the path that Revan and Malik followed. And I certainly will not do that.
Are you so certain? Every step along the way, we did what we thought was right. Perhaps the same path lays before you. But the time of words are done. Now it is time you experienced the full power of the dark side.
Okay. So... to me. Holy shit.
Take that.
Should have done master resistance first. Shit. Crap. Battle meditation. Good. Buff up. Heal up. Then lay into him. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Oh, wait, I only need to beat him? What? Oh. Well, that's easier than I remembered. I thought I had to beat all of them. So, this is the tomb. I don't know if it specifies. Yeah, it doesn't specify whose tomb it is. So, and we've got a bit of a maze going on, which means, you know, you find the right path and then you go back to find the wrong path because there's loot down the wrong path. But, and I hear the flapping wings of Chirac. Thankfully, they are not difficult at all. There we go. Perfect. And back here, Wicker Footlocker. Interesting choice of words. Another Thon's robe and electromesh armor, which I think is pretty good. But armors in this game is kind of irrelevant because everyone turns into a Jedi. And then I think this is probably a wrong path as well. No, I don't think it is actually. This is definitely a wrong path. Yep. Anytime now. There we go. Some rubble here. Ceremonial bowcaster. And another Keldroma belt. That's nice. Keldroma belts are pretty good, right? Yeah, real good. Definitely gonna give that to pieces when I can. Okay, now we can go down the right path. Interesting. And severed arm holding datapad. You reduce stealth unit and a blown out datapad. Datapad is blown out and inoperable. However, its final message remains burnt into the display. The others were confident they could sneak past the Shryak breeding grounds. I was ordered to lock the door and await the return. I hope they can find a way out of here. These visions have been threatening to break all the discipline I've gained in my training. Very interesting. That's a lot of Chirac. Ooh, they're more powerful than the ones on the outside. Or maybe that, no, that one is as well. Dead next round. Okay. Not that tough. But there's more. Because there's always more. No, get back here, you bastards. Actually, how did they get in here? This has been a sealed tomb. I guess they were let in by the previous guy, but that door was locked. Can they lock doors? No, you're not escaping either. Whew. Okay. Anything of interest in here? No, there's not a damn thing in this room. Except all the Chirac in the world. Okay. More dark side energy. Let's see what awaits us.
Com says we've lost another heavy droid transport. How can we break through the Mandalorian lines without support? The path is mined and the place is crawling with enemies. I know we've got our orders to press forward, but we're at quarter strength. We can't, General. It's impossible. We need to retreat.
So, this is Duxon, heart of the Mandalorian Crusade. I remember we charged the line, our losses were terrible. Or we had to charge, our forces were fully committed. We would either win the battle or lose the war. There was no real choice. Yeah, I remember. We charged the line, the losses were terrible.
General, it would be suicide to go forward. There's just too few of us. We already lost half the men just getting to the path. They've got the rest of the company pinned down by the crash site. You can't possibly ask the troops to go forward. If you ask us to charge, will it make a difference? Will our sacrifice mean something?
Yeah. So again, you're given the opportunity to judge yourself. Yeah, taking the path was just one of 100 feints. It was unnecessary for victory.
We will press forward if you ask it. The path is mined. If you ask us to charge, there will be losses, General.
Not this time. Not this time. I will go up there alone.
Thank you, General. Thank you.
Of course, I don't have any anti-mine capabilities other than destroy droid, so my way of dealing with the mines is going to be... Oh, that didn't do damage to you. Good. Okay. No. There we go.
And now we fight.
Yeah, see, it's, you know, they didn't have to die, because if you just take care of the mines, then then they can help you with the fight on the other side. It's not that difficult. They're supposed to fade out, but they don't really do that, so they just... Also, so, let's find the wrong ways forward again. This looks promising. Some rubble here. Containing money. Zabrak field armor. I don't think that's that great. I'm not in combat. Thank you. Zabrak field armor. Yeah, resistance versus cold. Although, 7 defense and light, that's not bad. But there's nothing in here? Okay, it's another and I one-rounded it. How scary. Oh no, there's only 2 paths. Which one's the wrong one? That's the right one. Which means this is the wrong one. Now that's interesting. There's a dead Jedi in here. So, I guess through this we're meant to assume that the previous people to come in here were Jedi. Automation gloves. The fuck do those do? Oh, those aren't that... Well, 3 dexterity is pretty good. But I think I have better now. So, dead Jedi. Nebelish's datapad. Most of the data is purposely deleted. One entry remains. The visions. They thought to trick me by taking the form of my fellow Jedi, but the discipline is so strong. I tricked them back. One fell to the Chirac, the others fell to my lightsaber. And, oh! Hello! Okay. Well done. That's a good... Alright. They got some hits in. Interesting. Oops. Okay. Now this next one. This next one's very interesting, because of course we saw the ghosts of Jedi past. And what does that lead to next?
You are to be commended for making it this far.
Yeah. Krea's down here. So what are you doing
You've
here?
revisited the dark moments of your past, and now you must face the present.
Although it would be in character for me to ask for worthwhile presents at the end of this tomb. So yeah, now we face the present. Ghosts of Jedi present. I am ready for whatever this tomb will throw at me.
Your confusion is natural. The others and I will help you understand.
The others?
Get away from her. She's a dark Jedi.
Atton? Okay, I'll play along. What makes you think that? Yeah, you can... Yeah, I'll just say, why do you say that?
Atton, I've had enough of your snide contempt.
Okay, so this is the real fun stuff. You are only given 3 options. Asking Krea to calm down, asking Atton to back down, or despite our differences, we need to work together. Let's start there.
Hey, what's the commotion here?
Stay out of this, Beodor. This is a personal dispute between Atton and myself.
You're threatening Atton with a lightsaber, and I'm supposed to just stay out of it? No.
The way he says no. Ooh. Sends shivers up my spine. Yeah, everyone put away your weapons. T3 shows
The
up.
3 of you would challenge me? You sorely underestimate the power of the Force.
Think again, Krea. Your dark influence will end.
Your friends are all arrayed against me. Will you stand for this?
This is a pretty heavy-handed metaphor. So, very important. If you say, I think I will just stand back and watch, Krea will chastise you, saying, apathy is death. And then all of your friends will say, apathy is death. And then they will all attack you. Same if you choose this one. Yeah, my friends are right. Even Goto, who's here for some reason, he's not my friend, but he's here as well. So you have been manipulating me from the very beginning, and you've kind of owned up to that.
You, of all people, would judge me so. Am I not worthy of redemption?
Ooh, that's difficult. I don't know if this gives me dark side points. You're beyond redemption. I really don't want dark side points because then I lose my 3 bonus strength from being completely light side aligned. Yeah. I'll say you're beyond redemption. I'll go down that path. Ah, piss! How bad was that? Alright, not that bad, but I did lose my thingamajig. Oh. They killed her for me. And I leveled up. I feel very accomplished. Yep. Okay. So, I think we're almost at the end of the tomb here. Because, of course, we faced the ghost of Christmas, of Jedi past and the ghost of Jedi present, so that just brings the ghosts of Jedi future. And here we go. There's Revan, and there's me. It's the silent protagonist, party.
Something up?
Yeah, let's say Revan, but I thought you turned away from the dark side. And then Revan 6 dark me on dark me. Or, that's not what I meant. Dark me on me. And I won random. And so Revan faces me. Yeah, what was that all that about?
In this trial, I am impressed.
Succeeded? I don't know, Kreia. I feel this tomb has changed me, and not for the better.
You overestimate the power of the tomb. Any change you feel is coming from within yourself. Instinctually, you know your true path. Trust in your feelings. They will lead you in conquering the many challenges that the future holds for you.
So, if I'm going to stand alongside Revan, who has turned back to the dark side, what do you, Kreia, know of the future?
Surely you have felt what awaits. Events are shaping themselves about you, seeking to draw you into their center.
I knew such was my destiny, greatness is in my future. That doesn't sound like me. Alright, well, it's better than I'm ready to leave.
Take care not to give in to vanity and arrogance. This breeds complacency and stagnation, as exhibited by the Jedi Council. Their prolonged inaction led inevitably to their downfall. The galaxy will bend itself only to those of strength and conviction.
Can I talk about something else?
You may not yet understand what you learned here. That wisdom will come in the future.
Okay. So I'm ready to leave.
Search the room you are in. You should be able to unlock a passage that leads outside the tomb.
And got a double-bladed lightsaber from that. There's an ancient sarcophagus here. And inside, this is the tomb of Ludo Kresh. Ludo Kresh's war sword, Ludo Kresh's armband. Very nice indeed. I believe there's stuff behind each of these as well. Really crap stuff, as it appears. That's the way out. So yeah, the exile will confront Revan in the future, and that is very much the direction Obsidian was going with in this game. The exile would find where Revan had gone. Of course, this would all be, well, not exactly retcon, but it didn't live up to its full potential by the end of the game, or after this game, as to say I'm disappointed in the official canon of the old Republic lore is to put it incredibly mildly. Obsidian had this real cool thing that they were trying to set up, and then the official thing is, oh no, there was just an even bigger Sith, more dark guy, and then the exile died. Yeah, the official Star Wars canon is on this is really bad compared to everything. Ooh, I missed a corpse. Everything Obsidian had written, but yeah. So, that's everything there is to do on Korriban, and that is the 4th and final planet. So, as we make our way back to the ship, I think next time we'll see what happens next. Of course, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do. We need to... nope, don't drop. Don't loot that. A little bit of housekeeping to do. We need to... we need to use the thorium charges on the Cash and Duxon. Because that's the only way to get to that. And probably going to do some upgrading, make sure everyone's equipment is in tip-top shape. So that will be coming next time. But for now, I have been Jake. This has been Knights of the Old Republic 2. Have a good one.